Alessia thought her relationship with Darian was ending in a good place, but Kai said, psych. So we all know last episode was just full of mess when Kai brought up the fact that her and Darian had sex during this process of him dating other people. Granted, Darian wasn't dating other people, he was just dating Kai. Back to back, back to back, and back to back. And it landed him in hot water, and honestly, I don't think Darian cared. It's no way possible he can care because he did that knowing he had Alessia back at home all happy and waiting to continue to grow with him so they can eventually work towards a marriage. So yeah, nah, he don't care. But anyways, now that we are coming into episode 8, we are seeing the rest of Darian and Kai conversation. And at this point, I just don't care. Darian ain't shit. We knew he wasn't from the beginning, and he did nothing but prove me and the whole world right. But since we're here, Kai brought up how her and Darian had sex after their 4th date. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, that either had to be the date where they all went to the same place as their significant other, or the date before that. But y'all, Darian and Kai went on so many dates, I lost count. And it didn't matter which date number it was, him and his dirty wee-wee was dead wrong. Kai was wrong too, but we'll get into her later. So yeah, Kai says that when Darian and Alessia was having their issues, which they always have, child, Darian invited her over to the condo. Now mind y'all, this is the same condo that Alessia asked him to get rid of. And he made it seem like he was only doing business there or will only go there to sleep when him and Alessia got into arguments. Like, boy, who you think you fooling? Ain't nobody that damn dumb. Well, maybe Alessia because she let you keep sliding over there for so long. But boy, please. Darian just makes me like cringe because he just thinks he is so slick and so smooth, and really all it shows is how much of a bum he really is. Like, and he had the nerves to say that sleeping with Kai reminded him of how good of a woman he has with Alessia. Like, what? You had to sleep with someone to realize that? Boy, if you don't go know, let me tell y'all. I bet you what really happened was he thought he was about to get some explosive good sex from Kai, and that thing was the thing how he thought it will be. So he planned on ghosting Kai and running back to Alessia without no one knowing. But he's so damn dumb, forgetting that just because your actions ain't on the camera that one day don't mean words won't get spread around, because it is. Especially after you ghosted this girl, I'm gonna tell everybody and everybody gonna be in your business. And now you have to face what you did. It's just so funny because Kai made it seem like they had great sex. But girl, please, Darian just wanted his wee-wee wet and you were an easy target. Like, you could have been more bossed up about the situation, but she claims she really did like Darian and thought they were going to be together. And I could see how she thought that because Darian kept going on all these dates with her. But girl, where's your sex? He was in a whole relationship at the end of the day and you knew this. And I also can't get over Kai saying she did what she did with Darian because him and Alessia was having issues. Like, Kai, girl, what? They've been having issues from the beginning. That's the whole reason they are on the show. It's the fact that you took that as an opportunity to sleep with this man, and I can't respect that because, girl, after 4 dates, you dropping it for him like that? Darian ain't even that good looking. Listen, this just shows the lack of respect that Kai has for herself, if we being honest. Kai, you ain't no better than Alessia if you are falling for whatever nut shit Darian is feeding you at this point. I just feel like if I am on a date with someone that is doing what Darian is doing, knowing he has a girl at home, I wouldn't be so open to want to be with him because he clearly is showing the lack of respect he has for her. So I'm assuming he would do the same for you. But clearly, Kai thought she was going to get a different side of Darian. Or or she just wanted some camera time and some dick, and that's what she got. But at the end of it all, she looked dumb, he looked dumb, and damn, Alessia even looked dumb. So everybody just dumb. And as bad as I feel bad for Alessia, it's just so hard for me to believe she didn't know Darian had been doing things like this before the situation with Kai. Throughout this whole process, she kept making it seem like she didn't know what Darian was doing, but deep down inside, she knew exactly what he was doing, which was cheating on her ass. Because all the talks they were having and actions she wanted him to correct told us that she knew he was slinging his little stick all over the place. But Alessia wanted to play the naive little girlfriend and got embarrassed on national TV. Because that is how little he cared and respected her. But anyways, back to their conversation. So Kai was like, so Darian, you used me? And he said, no, I thought you wanted to ease my pain and, you know, help me get through what I'm going through with my girl at home. And y'all, he was dead serious. Like, he really played Kai like a fool. She looked like a fool. She said he looked like a fool, but she looked like a fool too. So yeah. Oh, and y'all, I can't forget this piece of crap he said. Kai told him to call Alessia right on the spot and let her know that, you know, we slept together. And Darian said no because he didn't want to embarrass Alessia. Boy, what? Now, at this moment, is when you decide, you know, to have some, you know, care in the world, some type of dignity, some type of respect that you don't want to embarrass Alessia. You been did that? Who been did that? What? And he just kept saying how he made a mistake sleeping with Kai. But boy, you ain't make no mistake. You knew exactly what you did, when you did it, how you did it, and who you did it with. You just did not care. And I honestly still think he don't care. He got caught, so he has to put on this fake acting like he cares. And honestly, I'm just over it. But it don't even end there, child. So I guess after having this little closure meetup with Kai, Darian went home and told Alessia about them sleeping together. So Alessia is having a one-on-one with Dr. Nicole about the situation. So she brought up how she needed Dr. Nicole to filter her feelings. But see me, I would go numb and feelings would be null and void. I would have been moved on. I wouldn't even feel hurt because 14 years and we end up to this place. Oh, you must have really thought nothing of me. So I am going to feel nothing for you of what we had. Simple. But Alessia really cared for Darian for some odd reason. So she tells Dr. Nicole that she always had speculations of Darian maybe cheating, but she never had proof until this situation with Kai. I just want to know for how many years of the 14 did she have these speculation moments she speaks of, because at some point, you have to really analyze your situation and be like, this is not going anywhere. There is no growth and I'm just over it. But she didn't. She sat there and let him move how he was moving, which is why he thought it was okay for him to disgrace her and himself on TV. But anyways, she said that she didn't start to see things from him until the process happened. But if you said you had speculations, what did you mean you didn't start to see stuff? Those speculations had to come from somewhere. I believe Alessia was seeing a lot of things from Darian in his actions. She was just ignoring them. And as bad as I feel for her, as bad as I feel for her, I also need her to take accountability on her turning a blind eye on his actions, because from the outside looking in, that's what it seems like it's like. That's what it seems like. And there is a very slight chance she honestly and truly believed that Darian was doing no wrong. And in that case, she was just naive. It has to do better for herself and love herself more in the future. At least that's what I hope for her, and I hope that's what she gained from this situation. But enough about Darian, Alessia, and Kai Child. They have worn me out, so let's get to the other couples. So So Dr. Nicole gave the group an assignment that involved them talking about and writing down what marriage is to them and what it looks like to them. So Jessica and Eric is having that conversation. So they decided to create a marriage mission statement for each other. And Jessica brought up how she wants to be loved deeply. And Eric said, oh, well, that's easy for me. Like, I do that anyways. So the plot twist comes in when Jessica tells him that he did nothing for her on Mother's Day. So how are you showing me these things? Now, Mother's Day was literally the day before they are having the conversation that they are having now about marriage. So, if y'all didn't catch my previous reviews, let me tell y'all. Jessica has 2 kids by somebody else, and Eric has his kids by somebody else. But Eric wants more kids. Whether it's with Jessica or not with Jessica. Even though he is not pressed to get married. My thing is, he can't even do the basic of showing her now how he appreciates her as a mother. So what makes him think that she's going to rush and have another child with him? It makes me question if he thinks she is even a good mother or not, because he did nothing for her or got nothing for her for this Mother's Day, or probably previous Mother's Days too, and that's pretty pathetic. Like, you couldn't even get a girl a car? A car. Come on. Nothing. Your day off, her day off. She ain't even around her kids. I don't even know why. We don't know that backstory, but she not even around her kids on Mother's Day. You couldn't do nothing for her? But also, I don't think that he feels like she's a bad mother if he is talking about having more kids with her. It just seems like he is with her, but he doesn't like her. Like, you know, like her. Because he can't even do the bare minimum in their relationship now. That man literally told Jessica that she can have his baby and she can go be free. She can go be free and do whatever she wants. But Jessica said that she don't want to have no kids, so yeah. And he like, well, can I have a baby with somebody else and come back to you? I'm just... Why are these men so comfortable saying things like what Eric just said? It's a lack of respect for me. Stuff like that is not funny, or it's not cute either. We already are having issues. So you are saying something like that in the midst of us trying to come to a conclusion on a problem that is detrimental to us staying together, and you clearly don't care because you're taking it as a joke. But moving on to LaRonda and Sean, who also is talking about the same assignment. So their conversation starts off talking about their vision of their actual wedding day. LaRonda wants something, you know, small and intimate, and Sean wants something big. But I don't know why, because he claimed he is financially unstable. And then they start speaking on kids and how many they want. And LaRonda said, okay, 4 to 5, 4 to 7. She was like, but thinking about adopting kids within that mix. And Sean said, oh, you know, 7 straight up. Once again, he has big plans for somebody that's a whole penny pitcher who can't figure out how to be financially stable. But what took them into a deep conversation was when LaRonda asked him if he believed in divorce. And of course he said yes, he being a predictable answer. Okay, well, he said it depends on the situation, because he has witnessed situations where people need a divorce, and LaRonda said, well, I don't do the divorce thing. Like, I ain't trying to do the divorce thing, which is predictable on her end too, so. And I do believe that is a topic that will always be 50-50 in a relationship, and it will always change as time go on from both parties, because you just never know where life will lead you. And of course, the goal is to always stay together and stick with it and figure it out and grow from there. But you never know. You never know. Let's move on to the dates that the ladies went on this week. So LaRonda is now on her second date with the guy Derek, and I can't lie, I I am happy that she is actually enjoying a date with someone with the same vibe she has and on the same level as her financially. Because in the beginning, all them dates they had her going on was with the guys that was starving artists, just like Sean is, and watching it was so draining for me. And I just knew it was for her too. So it's good to see her with something new, you know? Now, Derek is also older, so he is way more mature than Sean. Sean is just a child, period. I just can't with him. So I believe that is also what is pulling LaRonda in to enjoying her date with Derek. Now, Jessica went on her third date with the guy Sean, and still to this day, I just don't get why she dated him. Like, I don't get. Like, the third date with him, something about him is so off and cringy to me. But the boy got a talk game that got her coming back. Well, now that I think about it, he doesn't really have a talk game. I just think Jessica is easily impressed because, girl, I just don't get it. Granted, on this date, he wasn't as cringy, but he was still corny. And like a bad corny, because, you know, corny can be good. It's really nothing wrong with corny, but he just corny, and that's just my perspective on him. I just don't get it. But if she like it, I guess she like it. Because I ain't gonna say if you like it, you love it. No, I don't love it because it's not. No, it's not giving what you think it's giving, Jessica. It's not. Now, moving on, we eventually get to a point where Darian and Alexia are with Dr. Nicole to have a conversation on how they plan to move forward. I personally don't understand what is there to talk about. Alexia said she kicked him out her house and haven't seen him since. And that's all it needed to be. But since we're here, let's get into it. First thing first, I have to say this is a joke, and there is clear as day no love between them two. Because when Darian walked in, he walked in like he was in school, sitting down at a desk waiting for the teacher to come in. When he should have been walking in, going straight to Lex, kissing and hugging her down and apologizing. At least that's what I would expect. I would expect that if he claimed he really, truly, and really miss her like he say he does. But after what we just seen, how he just walked in like real tense, it's no way possible. But what gets my blood boiling is when he said that Lex won't talk to him. So Dr. Nicole is like, well, what did you expect? He goes to say that he was going to tell Alexia about the situation. He just wanted to get her on his side first. Which is why he said he was going to get rid of the condo for her and do all the other things she asked of him. Which led me to believe that he was not genuinely doing those things to be with Lex. He was just doing it so she can stay with him after he committed adultery. Even though they ain't married, but 14 years together, they might as well. So Alexia brought up how he would complain about how her best friend of 8 years, who was a guy, will always support and show love to her, was always a problem to Darian. But the whole time he was out here sleeping around. Oh, but it's like, Alexia, Darian is a narcissistic dog who only made moves that benefited him and not you during your relationship. So it was easy for him to throw out the speculations of you and your best friend, or your best friend liking you, because it gave him a reason, even though he really ain't need one, but a reason to step out on you. It's like throughout this entire conversation, Darian was not willing to connect with his actions having consequences. He thought it was just okay doing what he was doing, even though he claimed he was so sorry. And that probably is because he has been getting away with it for so long, while Alexia was playing stupid as if she didn't know what was going on. So Alexia told Dr. Nicole that she felt like there was process between her and Darian being made, but that was all an illusion he wanted you to think, girl. Did you not catch him saying that he was only doing things with you and for you just so he can hide behind his dirty deeds with Kai? Like, am I tripping? Or is she not listening? All that process that you felt y'all was making was fake. Needless to say, she told Darian that she can't be with him because she has to choose herself first. And I love that for her. But y'all, this fool Darian had the nerve to say that Alessia should still be involved with him as she finds herself. And not only that, he tries to give this fake ass sensitive apology, and it was all about him needing her because he is lonely and how he is ready to come home. Oh God, I wish I could have thrown my shoe through the TV to knock him upside his black, bald-headed ass. This man got some nerve. He really does. And I just don't see how Alessia sat there and listened to it. Like, this can't be real life. She was too calm. Cause I would have been boxed him up. Like, boy, now you really trying me. You already done tried me, like straight up disrespecting me. Now you making me look like I'm stupid. And that I can't go for. That I can't go for. I swear their entire situation reminds me of Paige and Chris from Married at First Sight. I don't know if you guys watch it. Like, them being okay and content with the things these men put them through is just so unreal to me. I can't believe what I'm watching. Well, I can't say it's unreal because clearly there are women out here accepting this mediocrity. But God, I don't want to see it. Even though it does make good TV, it's aggravating. And then him crying and her wiping his tears was just the icing on the cake of me wanting to slap some sense into her. Forget him at this point, it's you, Alessia. You keep enabling it. I couldn't believe she fell for them crocodile tears he was giving like a fool. But once everything was said and done, we saw the finale of Darian and Alessia. Bye, child. And I love that for them. But mainly us, because I can't believe we had to endure all of Darian ways and Alessia gullibleness. So once it was time for the couples to get together in their group sections, Alessia came along and gave everyone a rundown. And at one point, she brought up how the process showed her something that she had been sweeping under the rug for so long with Darian. And then Nicole said, in order to sweep something under the rug, you got to say it, right? And that right there was a whole bar. Because it basically proved what I've been saying all this time. Alessia knew exactly what she was turning the blind eye to with Darian. She knew. And she just said it. She didn't even know she said it. Had been doing it for so damn long. But everyone was happy that Alessia is putting herself first on a journey of finding clarity. But on to the rest of the show. The other couples let Dr. Nicole know how their conversation about marriage went, and it wasn't really nothing different from what I spoke about earlier with each couple. So that is the ending of this episode, basically. And boy, when I say I'm so happy, because I was drained watching this, okay? But with that being said, y'all already know what it is and how it goes down over here. Go down below, comment your thoughts, and let's discuss. Like this video, and last but certainly not least, subscribe and join the queen, baby. Bye.